we have to say that yesterday's comments or her verbal comments that she made Melania Trump, that she said yesterday, they were kind of what the, because she is saying this because there's something's going to come out about them or about her, and she wants to distance herself. And she said she never knew him or anything like that, but there's pictures. These are not photoshops. There's pictures of you with him. There are pictures of you and your husband with him, with Mr. Epstein. So there's no denying that. And I don't know why would you, a woman, deny that if that's the man you slept with. That's who he is. That's who he was. And he is. And he will always be that jerk off. Okay? I don't know why people don't call him on that. And you're his wife, and you're saying you're separating yourself from Epstein. You must well separate yourself from your husband too, because that's who he is. You knew that. Okay? So to do a public announcement and come on TV and say what you said in your gibberish English, that just makes you look guilty. You should have just kept your mouth shut and not said anything at all. But you're Trump. Not by blood, but you were Trump. So you're ill-advised by other people who ill-advise Trump. So coming on TV and saying what you're saying, which is great as far as giving the woman their time, but we all know that that's not going to happen. Congress is not going to allow it because there's too many names in there that they don't want to put out because it may hurt them too. But if Trump was the man that he says he is, he would say, you know what, even if I'm in there, put it out there. Put whatever had nothing to hide. Okay? Plain and simple. You know, especially at this age, bro. You're like 6,000 years old. That shouldn't matter to you. Because Donald Trump, you're going to go down in history as the worst president that ever lived in the United, that ever presided over the presidency. You're going to die that way. Your legacy is not going to be good. Never has been. Even as a businessman, your legacy wasn't going to be good. So as a president, your legacy even is worse because you got 2 impeachments. The only president in the United States that's ever been that's been impeached twice. Okay? And you might get impeached again when the Democrats win the Senate. But that doesn't make any difference because they have to find you guilty in the Senate. And that's not going to happen unless the Senate is taken by the Democrats again. And maybe then they won't even convict you. But you already have the asterisk in your name. It's going to follow you. It's going for generations and generations. So you're going to be a schmuck for the rest of your life. But what Melania is doing is stupid. It's making her look even more guilty. Because to say, I don't know Epstein, I've never been with Epstein. We got pictures. He's saying Photoshop, like I said before. These are your pictures. So why come out and do a public announcement? Now, mind you, people, all of you Trumpers that are out there that say, oh, people are seeking asylum seekers, that Donald Trump is doing good for immigration. Let me tell you something. This woman came into this country on an Einstein visa. And those who know anything about visas or who know anything about the name, just Einstein itself, in order for you to have that visa, you have to be super smart. You have to have contributed something to society, into the science world. She didn't do that. She's not that bright. She can learn 5 languages. That doesn't mean she's bright. But that's how she came into this country. Right? Before you guys do all the kind of bullshit, Marco Rubio's family came here to this country illegally. The Trump's family came here illegally. And look at that. But you guys don't care. So Melanie, how do you say Melanie? Stop your bullshit. If you really want to do some justice, you should have done justice years ago. Last year, when these women came up, you should say, you know, I'm standing behind these women. Donald Trump, I can't do this. I'm standing behind these women. And that would have made you super, super, super cool with women out in the world. And you're standing down to your husband. And you're saying, I'm taking a stand with these women because this is about. And you are on those pictures, and we are on those pictures. And if you did what they say that you did, because not those girls, the ones that they put in they haven't said that Donald Trump has done anything to them. Okay, fine. What about the other girls that they haven't interviewed? What about the other girls that signed a clause saying they will not speak? Think about that. So what you did was stupid. I wouldn't have done it, but it is what it is. You got your Trump lawyers who are dumb as fuck, and they ill-advised you. That's what they did. You made yourself look more guilty.